Wow. Hi you guys. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Alex if you don't know me. And today I'm going to be doing a natural makeup look. Natural makeup look. The look I'm gonna go for is kind of natural. Of course, I feel like you can always tell when somebody has makeup on, but this is the kind of look that you can do that, you know, people will be like, is she wearing makeup? Is she not wearing makeup? If you look close, you could tell, but if you look far away, it'll be like, dang, it's a natural woman. Well, with all that out of the way, let's get into the video. I think for this look, I'm going to use MAC Studio Face and Body. This is the color N1, Neutral 1. And I'm just gonna squirt a little bit on my hand here. I heard that MAC is going to be reformulating this foundation. So now I'm going to just, you know, put it on with my fingers. Now I'm taking this Wet n Wild sponge and I'm just going to blend it. And this foundation is nice because it's not drying at all. If anything, it's very water-based. So it doesn't really dry you out, but it leaves you with enough coverage to where, you know, redness is canceled out a little bit. It's like a BB cream, essentially. And I like this foundation too because it's very glowy, hydrating. And it's not too heavy, not too matte or anything crazy. And it's super light coverage, so again, you won't even really be able to tell that you have makeup on like that. So as you guys could probably already tell within, you know, clicking the video even, the setup is a little bit different. I'm actually filming this in my bedroom because I started a Twitch channel, and on that channel I'm going to be playing video games like Fallout and more Fallout. I love the storytelling in that game. I love the lore. I love everything about Fallout. And oh, this is the Rare Beauty Concealer, by the way, and the color 170W. But I did have to move my desk in there and kind of work with the space that I have in my second bedroom. So if you guys are interested in following and watching my streams, I will leave everything in the description box below. That being said, I'm really excited for that journey. I feel like I love, you know, RPGs. I installed Apex Legends yesterday and I just was like not into it. But I'm also a creature of habit. I am the type, when I feel like I'm going through a lot of shit in my life, or, you know, a little bit under the weather or sad or whatever the case may be, I always reach back to creature comforts like my old favorite TV shows from years ago, my old favorite video games, my favorite books, you know what I mean, my favorite art style. I always revert back to I enjoy doing and things that have gotten me out of dark times before. I'm not in a dark time at all. I just am stuck at home because you want to see something, you guys? Because of this. This is my right foot. I broke it in January and I have what is called a Jones fracture. With the Jones fracture, it's on the 5th metatarsal. So it's on basically the bone that connects my pinky toe, and it's right in the middle where you arch your foot. The thing about the Jones fracture is that there's a lack of blood flow in that area. So because of that, the healing can take an upward of 6 months. And I just had my first follow-up appointment last week, and it is not even close to being done healing. So no driving or anything like that for me for the beginning of the year. It really fucking blows. You know, I've just been like in a place in my life that I just really am trying to find self-soothing comforts. Watching my old favorite TV shows, you know. If I want to watch something mind-numbing, The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. I'm gonna bronze my face real quick using Fenty Beauty Inda. This is such a great bronzer. I need to get a re-up because look, and I think they're having a sale, so I might just, I have to invest in things that I really want to do. And I definitely, over the past few years, have invested so much of myself into relationships with other people. I always was really worried about what the people around me would think, you know. And I feel like that's just a mind killer. It's a mind killer. Like, worrying about what other people think, it really will kill your motivation to do anything, and it really sucks. So now that I'm in my own energy and in my own space, I'm really looking forward to figuring out my niche, you know? I'm gonna use Wet n Wild blush in Mellow Wine. This is a nice blush. It really mimics the color of my own natural flesh, so I love it. And I've been a little bit of an e-girl with my blush application. I really cannot lie to you. I've been putting some on my nose, you know, rosy nosy. Now I'm going to apply a little bit of highlighter. And for this, I always use Essence Pure Nude highlighter, like skin tone, not even glittery, just like a nice reflect highlight. And it's very cheap. You can get it at Ulta, I think, for like $3.99. And I'm just applying that on my places that I like to highlight. And that, my friends, is the base. And as you can see, it's a really natural base, just very glowy and fresh looking, which is perfect for spring. I'm gonna apply a little bit of setting powder. This is setting spray. This is LA Colors Hydrating Face Mist, but it is just water now. I love the sprayer on this, so I just spray water and use it to set my makeup. I'm always so, not self-conscious, but I'm always very aware of like my under eyes and how they set, because I have pretty deep set eyes that come with deep wrinkles as well. So I always even when applying powder, I always look up and apply my powder, because I like to make sure that the wet concealer that's in the creases of my eyes are covered in powder, so they don't crease as quickly, you know. I'm going to touch up my brows. I did my brows off camera before I started filming, so I'm just going to touch them up, because, you know, foundation and stuff does kind of cover them up a little. So I'm just gonna do that real quick. What is this pencil? Dark Brunette Brow Stylist Definer. And to kind of cut the brow, I'm just gonna take a very flat Wet n Wild brush. I got this at the Dollar Tree, and it's perfect for cutting, for cut creases, and for concealing your brows, and any kind of like small meticulous things you need to do for your makeup. And I don't really put product under it. I just like use it to push that product away, especially with a look like this. Like, you don't want to be too defined or too highlighted or anything like that. We're pretty much almost done. Now I'm just going to apply a little bit of like bronzer to my crease, just to, because as you can see, my creases have not been set. So basically I'm just going to set them real quick with a little bit of setting powder, just to take away that like wet kind of base. And the thing about this kind of makeup look too, what I really like about it is that it fades really nice throughout the day. I'm really lazy when it comes to my makeup. I don't like to take setting powder with me. I don't like to take a brush and all that stuff with me when I'm out and about doing things. Not that I am, but in general in life. Honestly prefer when makeup wears really nice throughout the day, rather than having to powder and, you know, touch up and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm going to take a little bit more of this Inda Sun bronzer from Fenty, and I'm going to just put that on my crease, or above. So this is your crease, right? Like right here where your eyelid kind of folds down. I put it kind of a little bit higher in my actual crease. So I just like to blend it up toward the brow, just to make sure that the eyelids don't look too stark. Cool. So it doesn't really do too much, like it doesn't really like add like a dark tone, or you can't really tell that there's a lot of color, but I feel like it creates like a level of continuity. And you know what, I feel like I'm getting a little bit oily around my nose, and I don't think I set it very much there, so I'm just gonna set that area real quick. Now that summer is approaching and the warmer weather is coming, yay spring, to be a little bit more mindful of my makeup. Because during the winter, I do go for more dewier foundations because they're less drying. But I feel like during the summer, I'm gonna go for more matte foundations so that way they wear a little bit nicer. I'm just gonna curl my lashes and apply some mascara, the e.l.f. Eyelash Curler. So paranoid, every time I do my lashes, I get like a flash in my mind of like all my eyelashes being cut off. Things we risk for beauty. I always use waterproof mascara, especially if I curl my lashes, because waterproof mascara will hold the curl for much longer and your eyelashes are gonna be lifted and spread out all day. Loreal Telescopic Mascara, waterproof. Dry, I need to get a new one, but I love this mascara because it separates my lashes so nicely, and I only apply one coat. Some people, they don't like to use waterproof because it's difficult to remove, but for me in my skincare routine, I use an oil cleanser first. So using the oil cleanser makes it so easy to remove even the most hard waterproof mascara. The lashes are done and on. These are from Aqua Mommy. Her Instagram is Aqua Mommy and they're crystals. They have like moons and stars. These are my favorite earrings that I own because they're just so subtle, but like they dangle and they're long and they just add a little bit of something, you know? And they match my shirt today, so. This is the Je ne sais quoi Rosé Rose Lip Balm from IT Cosmetics, and it has a little bit of a tint. I think the video is now coming to an end. I really hope you enjoyed this makeup look and maybe learned something new. I hope that you are all safe and healthy and living your best life, trying new things. Lord knows, if there's any time to reinvent yourself, it's now in the pandemic where nobody's around you. It's great. Peace and blessings to your families and your loved ones. I hope you guys, again, enjoyed this video. Subscribe. I'll leave all my socials somewhere. Take care. Bye, you guys.